All right, thank you everyone for tuning in to RSP Lounge here at Ranger Stop in Pop Atlanta. We have been so excited about all the guests we've had this weekend, and now we have another one of our guests that you get to hear from live here at the lounge. We're very excited about her. So I know a lot of you may or may not know who she is. So I always like to start off for the guests to tell you about who they are and a little bit about themselves.
Hey. Okay, so for some of those that may not know who I am, I'm an All That alumni. I'm from Nickelodeon's All That. You might also remember me in Tim and Eric's awesome show where I'm the Bub Bub Lady, and I was also in 35 and Ticking, and I've done a few other things.
Awesome. Yes. So a lot of you, including myself, definitely remember you from All That. So when you auditioned for All That, um, was it one of those auditions that you like, yeah, I did that. I got this. Or was it one of those that's just like, oh, I hope to goodness this happened? And what was one of the memorable moments during that audition that you had?
So when we were auditioning, well, I don't know how old everyone else was, but I know Katrina's younger. So if I was 11, she was probably 10.
Okay.
I didn't think I even got it. I'm not even gonna lie. So it's a funny little story about it. Okay, I don't know how many minutes we got. So anyway, I had two auditions that I was going on at the time. I was up for the lead in a motion picture.
Oh.
So I was this South Central girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I was dressed a little bit differently. I had the cross colors or whatever. So when I was auditioning for All That, one of my characters was Urkel. So I had like the suspenders. I had the glasses. So my agent, because we were getting callbacks back to back for both shows, what ended up happening was he ended up getting my callbacks mixed up. So I wanted both of them. But so for the movie, he thought that I had not gotten a callback for that one. It turned out, he said, well, you have a callback for All That. So I went dressed up as Urkel. It turned out I was going for the South Central movie. They had me reading with the director. That was the one where I would have had the movie. So as I'm walking in, they're looking at me horrified. And I'm like, hey, you guys are like the same people from this other audition. And they're just like, I didn't realize until I got into the room that I was in the wrong audition. And see, in Hollywood, if you don't know, it's really hard for them to have an imagination. So where I'm supposed to be this urban girl dressed up as Urkel, they couldn't figure it out. But I had the whole script memorized. They loved me. And she was like, they told me so much about you. And then when I got out, they were like, yo, this was not All That. But, All That, we finally did it. We were auditioning for like 2 months, I think.
Wow.
And I didn't think I got it because normally you do like 2 auditions and boom, you got it.
Uh-huh.
After 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, it was just like, I don't got it. And they're just like, you got it. I'm like,
Well, we are definitely happy that you got it. So, of course, being on such an iconic show and working with so many talented people on the show, of course, I have to ask, what was one of your favorite things that you got to do on set, and what was one of your favorite memories from the show?
I would probably say one of my favorite things would probably getting to eat gack and slime with Usher.
Oh, wow.
Not everybody can say that.
Yes.
One of my favorite memories would probably be meeting it's 2, meeting Aaliyah and Left Eye. Yeah, because they both, Aaliyah, gave me great advice, and Left Eye was just like, she was just so funny.
Yes. Oh, those are definitely great memories. That is one of those that be on that, that high list. It will take a lot to trump those.
Right. It doesn't beat that at all. And then Run DMC, you have, so you had JMS, so he was funny too. Like all of them were just great. All of them were great memories for this specific ones. And I do have to say, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yes.
Because he was one of our celebrity directors, and he really looked out for me on that show.
Oh wow, that is like the greatest aspect of having so many great people surrounding you and getting to meet, especially at an early age.
Yes,
it's one of those that's like the rest of life, unless you can bring me, someone of like Muhammad Ali or something level. No, no, no.
Right. The funny thing is back then, because see, I didn't really have cable. So we knew a lot of the people were coming in, but we didn't really know who they were. So now as we're older, it's like, oh, but luckily my mom used to have, well, she fought for this because technically we weren't really supposed to take pictures with the celebrities.
Yes.
And she'd be like, no, you're getting a picture. So she would hustle and get me the picture. So I'm one of the few that actually has pictures with everybody.
Wow.
So the reason why all the other cast members ended up having pictures because my mom was like, no, like they need pictures. So she would get an autograph, she would get all that signed, and then she would get the picture.
Oh,
That's why
wow.
you guys see the pictures now because of my mom. Because
Wow.
I was sitting there playing in the Gap kitchen.
Wow. Well, that is talking about a true advocate. So was like your mom or your dad, were they, we hear a lot of stories like, your mom was the person that was like pushing one into, or dad into pushing into acting and they weren't into it, or you were into it and you had the parents like, okay, let's just see if this really worked. How was that for your parents? That was this a passion for you, or was this something they were like, we see this in you and you can do this?
Well, my mom, she was a single mother.
Mhm.
I didn't really have too much of a choice. When she spit me out, I was already in the industry. I was doing, print ads and then commercials. She had me doing a lot of theater. My mom, a lot of people don't know this, but she was a singer. She was also a soul train dancer. And what's so funny is, okay, Five Heartbeats, they always use this meme where this woman is sliding down in the chair.
Yes.
Well, my mom's sitting right behind her.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize not only is that just my mom, but that's my grandmother and my aunt. That's right behind her.
Wow.
My aunt used to be on a lot of soap operas too, so it kind of runs in the family.
Wow, that is amazing and everything. Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap everything up. Thank you so much for being part of today's show. We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. Of course, this is day 2 of Ranger Stop and Pop. Definitely, we have one more day. So if you are planning to come, there are still day passes available. So you can be part of today's events today and also for tomorrow. So definitely go to rangerstopatlanta.com to buy your virtual tickets, or you can come to the door, and if you use code Dana, DANA, you get 10% off of your tickets. So thank you so much, and thank you to our guests for being part of our show. You all have a great one, and we'll see you with our next guest coming up shortly. Bye, everyone.